is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October,
all right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Cole Bishop up to make the play. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Let's go now, let's go. Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On play action, Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number 1, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Goff to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Goff. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. His throw left side is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Quick throw on the RPO, caught by Coleman out wide.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. To throw is Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead. So after 1, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Man in motion is Smith. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And this ball batted away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Cowboys offense and Keon Coleman set to get back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Goff. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Man in motion is Smith. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Atlanta.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got it at about the 8, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now This defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Here now, second down and goal. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Goff to throw on first down. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Falcons offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give running left with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On first down, it's Goff. A Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, Goff. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
That penalty is declined.
So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jaden Reed, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Charlie Jones, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
To it as the kicks away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A tight end in motion now. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll go again with Robinson. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion. On first down, right back to Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. On play action, Stroud in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
On second down, Stroud. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Man in motion is Smith. Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Cowboys offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. They'll come up here first and 10. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll run with Robinson. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Here's Goff. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On first down, it's Robinson.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Another run here for Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. London brought in motion. On first and 10, here's Stroud. To the left side in the hands of London. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On the option, here's Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. Goff to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I I like the balance of making the defense defend everything because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. And here's Bijan. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Throwing, Goff. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play. 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They motion the slot man left. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away. and incomplete. Here comes second down. Here's Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. That one caught by Smith. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will up the lead to 5. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. Here's Mixon. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Goff in the pistol. A pass caught right side by Coleman.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and
That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options